Hi guys, Andy Carter here, PGA Teaching Pro at Trafford Golf Centre in Manchester, and welcome down to another part of my on-course tutorial series. And if you've not checked out my last video, maybe go and check it out, because it's talking about hitting fairway woods off the fairway and kind of when to use it, why to use it, and how to use it more importantly. And this is actually my result. I had around about 230, 240 into this par 5. So I pulled the 3-wood out for my second shot. I've tweaked it a little bit left, so I thought to myself, you know what, that's not too bad. I've got a nice straightforward chip if there's ever such a thing. But I get down here now and I've got to go over a bunker. So a big fear factor for a lot of golfers, and I think for any golfer, whether if you're playing under pressure, it adds a little bit more tension to the shot as well. The difficulty level is obviously relatively high, but one thing that's really important is executing the shot enough that you actually just hit the green. If depending on your own level of golf, obviously, making sure that you actually just hit the green, give yourself a couple of putts, and from this instance, you'd have a chip and 2 putts for par, so you're not really losing anything out. For me, obviously, I want to try and hit as many birdies as I possibly can. If I'm playing in a competition, I know that the standard is going to be anything between 3 and 6 under par to win, so I've got to take the most of my par 5s. So I look at this shot and I'm thinking, right, I'm really happy. If I can chip it up and down, I've made my birdie. So how do I chip it up and down from here? And it's very, very easy for a lot of golfers to overcomplicate this shot, to kind of open that club face, open the stance, give it the big Hollywood flop shot and make it look fantastic as it lands a foot from the flag. That would be amazing. But what can also happen from there is the chunky shot into this bunker, or the big thin 50, 60, 80 yards across the other side of the green. So there are a couple of shots that we definitely want to make sure that we don't do. Now, I'm looking at this shot and I'm thinking, you know what, I've got around about 20, 25 feet between the back of that bunker and the flag. So I've got loads of room. And to be fair, if I go 6 foot past the flag, I've still got a good chance. So I've actually got a range of around about 30, let's just say 30 feet to land the ball in and to stop the ball in. This time of year in particular, it's winter, so the ball is going to stop dead. But for moving into summer, ball striking is absolutely key for these shots, because with a good strike, you can get the ball up a little bit higher, you can get the ball stopping a little bit faster as the spin that you put on it through good technique and through good striking. So I'm out with a 60 degree. And what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to overcomplicate the shot. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated. Maybe if I was closer to the bunker and the flag was closer to the back of the bunker, I might get a bit cute. I might open the face and just flop one up into the air, trying to get it to land as early and as quick as I possibly can. But I don't feel like I need to do that so much here. What I do feel like I need to do is probably hit the ball a bit higher than this would allow me to hit it as a natural shot. So rather than setting up with the ball in the middle of my stance, I'm actually going to set it on the inside of my left foot. And obviously it's the feeling in myself that I'm going to hit the ball a little bit later, so I'm just starting to kind of pick it on the way up. Technically I'm still hitting down on the ball, but I'm not hitting down on it from the middle of my stance where the club's potentially de-lofted. I'm hitting it further forward, so I want to try and feel as if I'm actually just riding across the top of the surface, but obviously still getting underneath the ball. So I just want to pick the ball up off the deck, making sure that it gives me maximum height. So next thing I've got to do from here is figure out how far back I need to swing. And the length of backswing is relative to how far the ball is going to go. Don't be scared. If you have a backswing to there and a follow through to there, you're not going to hit it 100 yards because the backswing has not allowed you the momentum and the speed to do that. So really focus on your backswing length. Figure out how far do I need to hit this. Eye up the target, always looking at your landing area, because again, your body will find an easier way to react to what it's actually looking for as well. So line up straight towards the target. I'm going to put the ball position further forward in my stance. I'm going to keep my weight forward towards my left-hand side. I am eyeing up a target. For me, I'm actually eyeing up the very top of the lip of the bunker, thinking carry it 1 more yard or something like that. Just try and get into that sort of frame of mind. So I've got my weight forward. I'm going to commit to the shot. Commitment to this is absolutely key. Oh, I've played it really well. I'm absolutely happy buzzing with that one actually. I'm just going to actually just walk it up there just so you can see exactly where we've gone. So if you look at my strike marks here, they're not too bad. The strike's nice. I've just kind of picked it off the surface, came over this bunker, landed it just onto the front edge of the green, and it just had a very small release out towards the flag. So that sort of position there for me now, I've got to be honest, I do fancy this as a bit of a birdie putt. I'm quite confident in saying to myself, you know what, you can knock that in, give myself that. But there's a good chance of me making birdie from there. And that's me now being able to utilise all aspects of my game. For this particular hole, I've hit a decent drive. I've hit a decent fairway wood with a good strike. Go out and check that video later. But I've also thought through my chip shot. I've thought, what do I need to do? I need to hit it higher. Do I need to hit it that high? No, I need to hit it higher than normal, so I'll meet you halfway. I'll put the ball position slightly further forward in my stance. I've really looked at my landing area, decided where this ball needs to land to finish here, and I've hit it pretty well, to be perfectly honest. So I'm quite happy. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. So take that onto the golf course. Figure out what sort of shot you need to hit, how you need to hit it, and then go ahead and execute it. Use that sort of thing down at the driving range as well. Maybe try the high chip shot to a standard chip shot, just using and utilising the clubs to their absolute maximum, because they're there to help you, remember. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's tip. This is one of a few on-course tutorials that I'm doing at the moment to kind of help you out whilst on the golf course, help you with your course management, your club selection, and shot selection as well. So I hope you're enjoying these so far, and there's plenty more to come. And I'll see you again very, very soon. Thank you.